What is up, everyone? Welcome back to yet another episode of the Center Beacon. This is another giveaway video in my June giveaway series, 3 videos throughout the month of June. I will be giving away the brand new Overdrive module or Overdrive Unit. In each video, I'll give away 50 Overdrive units. Now, the thing to remember is I won't award them all until sometime in July. I think early July. I will basically compile all the winners from all 3 videos, and then I'll announce them all at once. So if you're wondering where the winners list is, that's where it is. It's in the future. So a couple of quick housekeeping notes on the giveaway. Please do not enter more than once. I know most people know this. Most people are like really good people and want others to actually win stuff. But there are a couple of goofballs out there that submit multiple entries. Like one guy submitted his ID and platform and all the stuff like 55 times in a row. Super annoying. Don't do it, please. If I see that, I'm forced to eliminate all those. So you're not even going to have a chance with one entry if I catch you doing multiple entries. And it all goes into a spreadsheet so I can search for it. So it makes it super simple. Please don't do that. Please give everyone an equal chance. Only enter once each video that I put out. So you have basically 3 chances from my videos to win one time. And you can enter once on each of AD Gaming's giveaways. It's kind of like my partner for this giveaway. So you'll have 3 chances on his videos as well. So that's still a fair amount of chances to win one of these things. But give everyone an equal opportunity to win, please. Okay, so what are we up to in this video? We're going to take another look at the Overdrive units, and we're going to do that on the Ao Jun robot. But we're going to take a look at a few different builds. Instead of just focusing on one weapon, we're going to do 3 different weapons, see how they perform with the Overdrive units, try to get them engaged at that threshold that you guys saw in the previous video. First up, we're going to take a look at the Nucleons, one of the newer weapons added to the game. We've got all 3 module slots occupied by the Overdrive unit maxed out at level 6, 25% damage each, so supposed to get 75% damage stacking once you hit that threshold. We got old Yang Li on board here piloting our Deathwing Ao Jun. Sounds so ominous. We got these skills, basically everything I can do to kind of max out the weapon as much as possible. I left Guidance Operator on there. There really wasn't anything else to put on there, so I was trying to save a little bit of gold by not changing every single skill, but mostly everything that benefits the Nucleon. Then next, we're going to take a look at the Vipers. Damage over time weapon. We got a Candy Cane Viper on there and a regular one. That's what the Viper does. If you can read that. And then we'll take a look at the pilot skills here. Again, Yang Li. The quantum ability on that pilot is pretty awesome for anything to do with an Ao Jun. So, got all the skills that pertain to basically getting the most damage out of this thing once we hit our threshold. And then you can see Viper, the weapon, actually gets a couple additional skills there. You get that speed shooter that makes it accelerate or go into acceleration mode more quickly than normal. Finally, we're going to take a look at the Calamity. The Calamity is my favorite Ao Jun build or combination, whatever you want to call it. I love the Calamities. I think it really suits the robot, particularly ever since they kind of slowed down the overall speed of the Ao Jun. So we're going to take a look at this build last. Really like the Calamities. I'll go through got the modules there. I'll go through the pilot skills real quick. And then, again, everything that pertains to increasing the damage. And then, of course, you have to have Guidance Operator with the Calamities due to the lock-on time. And that's it. That's what we're going to be taking a look at. 3 different builds with the Overdrive units engaged. So here we go. Alrighty, dropping in with our Nucleons here. Going to see how powerful these are with the Overdrive units. Couple of notes here with these videos. I've been doing this in squad play for a couple of reasons. One is that I feel like the competition is better. It's at a higher level. Obviously, when you drop in with a really strong squad, you get higher level competition for the most part. So I feel like that demonstrates these weapons' capabilities a little bit better to you guys. The build the quality of the build, how effective it is, it kind of does a better job demonstrating it as opposed to me dropping it in solo matches against like players with level 4 weapons. So the other reason is it's easier to stay alive when you have a module, in the case of the Overdrive unit, that is specifically requiring you to absorb a certain amount of damage before it starts doing, what it does. So here I'm just now beneath my threshold, and I'm going to kind of hide out, start to heal up a little bit, or try to get healed. I may not even have mechanic on this one. In fact, I don't think I do. Mechanic, as you saw in that previous video, can kind of be a hindrance or a help. Sometimes it heals you past the threshold, like that black bar right there is past those arrows. If I heal past those arrows, then I don't get my benefit of my 75% damage. But I'm below it right now, doing some decent damage. It'd be nice to kind of have mechanic or a healer or something to kind of get some of this health back that I'm sort of just leaving off the table for right now. I'm going to go at some of these titans and things and see how this thing contributes to the fight here. Don't have a whole lot of bot left, but enough to do some decent damage. We're pretty well in control of this game. You can see that guy's taking fire from other players on my team, but we're doing quite a bit there as well. And once these things heat up, the accuracy, obviously, it spreads out, it worsens, but it's honestly not too bad. I feel like they don't heat up quite as quickly as did the atomizers, but overall not a bad run. We're going to move quickly into the next clip and the next build so we can get through this video and get you guys winning some prizes. And now, the Viper Ao Jun with 3 times Overdrive units against a super tough clan. We run into these guys quite frequently, and they always give us a really tough fight, so this was a fairly hellacious battle back and forth. You saw in that last clip, too, with the Nucleons, this thing is great for targeting Nightingales like that. I can get a big piece of that guy before he kind of even really can react. Put in a little extra damage here and there where I can, and then just basically wait for my ability to recharge. The overdrives overall through these videos I've made, I'm finding, are probably going to be more effective for you guys on brawlers like this Flamethrower Leech is trying to rip my face off, or has in fact ripped my face off. Because of that 90% mitigation ability, that damage mitigation ability, you can kind of just hang in there, you can get the damage you can get below your threshold, and then you can really start to dish it out, particularly with those embers or whatever those are. No, igniters. Embers are the big ones, I think. It'd be cool if you could have 4 embers on a leech, but people would cry. There'd be so much crying, so many tears. So yeah, just try not to get run over in our spawn here, and absorbed way too much damage with this thing, more than I would want to. Again, mechanic would be super handy, or perhaps Wonder Worker. Wonder Worker is that one, I think, where like when you take off, you activate the Ao Jun's ability, and you get like, I don't know, like a percentage, 7.5% or ish of your health restored. Something like that, but it's with the build like this, with the overdrives, it's kind of hit and miss, because if you heal back past that threshold, like I couldn't do it right now, you can see where the black bar is relative to the arrows on my health bar. Couldn't do it now, so it'd be nice to get back that, 100,000 hit points or whatever that I'm missing, 75,000 thereabouts. But still putting in some pretty decent damage, forcing people to use abilities. You can still, on an Ao Jun, you can still kind of get around the map. I don't remember what I showed you guys for skills, but I think I have at least one of the Roadhogs on here, maybe 2 of them, maybe Adamant and regular. But you can still move around the map, and I just kind of wanted to come up here and help support these guys to sort of stall that push that was coming across that bridge. Not too much longer for this world. It looks like I've got about 11 hit points left here. But one more actability, that's not a word. One more ability activation, and I can get in some damage. I can do some good for the team, and of course this Blitz probably has his mitigation up, and that's it for me on that one. One more quick clip here on the Viper Ao Jun, just to kind of show you an example of making a pretty decent run at a Titan. I got a Nodens back there. He's got some cuirassiers. I know that sounds very odd when I say it that way, but apparently that's how you pronounce it. He's got the Dragoon weapons over there. Kind of a pain in the butt, so I'm going to take a little run at him, see how much damage I can dish. I really like these Vipers because of the damage over time. I feel like sometimes I can like stick some damage on the guy and stick that dot, that DOT, that damage over time. A little bit of lag there. But it'll continue to work on that guy's health even long after I'm gone. Okay, like 2 seconds after I'm gone. But you take my meaning. Or do you? Final clip here. Calamity Ao Jun, 3 Overdrive units. For my second June giveaway video, please remember to check the description for all the rules, and please follow the rules exactly so you can be eligible for the giveaway. Gonna go through a couple minutes here with the Calamities, one of my favorite builds, favorite setups on the Ao Jun. Super easy to work with. Got a little Ravana over here on this side. I was almost gonna ignore this guy, but then I was like, nah. Ravana's just tee me off. There's so many of them in the game right now. I hate them so bad, you know, except for when I run them. Then it's okay. But if somebody else does it, I don't like it. I'm going to see what I can do about this guy here. Obviously, no overdrive threshold here has been met. Just using my regular damage output with all my various skills and things. This would be a case where if you were just running the nuclear reactors, whatever they're called, for extra damage would be pretty handy if you're going to kind of stay at range like this. I would have had, you know, 10, 20, 30% extra damage, but still pretty effective as you can see, even without it. And then once I get a little bit deeper into this match, then we'll definitely have the advantage of the overdrive units kicking in. And that comes in handy, I mean, in a way with this build, if you think about it, as you get towards the end of the match, you're going to start seeing the Titans come out. And that's kind of when you want that extra damage. So obviously the difference between, you know, say you're running 1, 2, or 3 of those nuclear reactors, 10, 20, 30% versus 25, 50, or 75% if you're running overdrive units. That's going to make a huge difference in some instances, depending on which type of build you're running and which type of Titan you're going up against. It's gonna maybe take that guy out at the end of the match, whereas if you're just running normal reactors or what have you, maybe you wouldn't get the kill, you know, or maybe you wouldn't do enough damage to stop him from what he's doing, and your teammate can come over and help you out or what have you. Let's go try to get that beacon over there, or go help get it or something. Let's do something good in this match. This wasn't I don't think this was a squad. I can't remember. These guys did all right. But I'm basically just kind of hunting. I can hear the Titan sound. Ooh, he's back there. Titans are coming out. Let's deal with this guy real quick. Looks like a Rocket and Ming back there. And then, of course, a fresh Ao Jun right out of their spawn to come give me a little what for. But what I'm really interested in, I want to get those Titans over there. I want to get a good run. I'm below my threshold now. I do have mechanic on this one. You can see it working right now. So before I heal back past that threshold, I want to get a good run on these Titans here. Decent. Somebody stole my kill there. Damn kill stealers. I think I got a Fenrir over here. Might be able to get a good chunk of that guy here if I get my ability back. One bad thing with no reload button, man, it's hard to target somebody all the time to get a recharge on your Calamities. Really would like that reload button. I think I get a pretty good chunk of this guy. Below the threshold, dealing a lot of damage. That flamethrower combined with those Calamities, pretty nasty. Alright, so let's finish this video off. We're going to be all done here. We got that giveaway that I told you about before. Please read the description again in the video descriptions of all the giveaway videos. Read those descriptions and follow all the rules. And as always, I will see you next time at the Center Beacon.